The key one here that I've learned the hard way is to work on the organizational components as early as possible. And these organizational components are usually people. So start the change management piece as early as possible. And in other answers and in other videos that I've done, we've spoken about the need to look for organizational alignment in our projects, and what we need is to work on projects that are aligned to the strategy, that are aligned to the focus of the organization, and those are usually quite broad. So even within that, we need to make sure that our AI is going to make a difference where it counts. For that, we need to get a lot of conversations lined up early on to make sure that people are aware that something can be done, and that there is a desire for it to happen as part of business lines or divisional strategies, and that there is that commitment that this is something that will be not only created but used. So if you look at change management methodologies, a lot of them start with awareness and then desire. So the awareness is making the organization, helping people in the organization understand that something can be done, the difference that it can make, etc. And then the desires around like the value for them, the value for the organization, what we can all get from this. Because it's not, I guess the lesson that I learned the hard way is that an AI product is much more than the technical solution. And the technical solution is often the easy piece. Not every time, but a lot of times it's the easy part of it. But getting the organization buy-in, commitment to go behind an AI product, and then getting lots of parts of the organization buy-in into the success of the AI product is going to be critical for it to achieve that success. And I've had cases where we haven't done this well, and then we've created very valuable, very powerful AI that can make a significant business difference and significant financial difference to the organization. And after it's been created, it's often taken, once or a couple of times, it's taken me years to get it properly operationalized and adopted throughout the organization. So the change management piece takes, when you don't do it up front and you don't do it early, it takes at least 4 times as long as the technical project takes. So we're immediately talking about a time span in years. And for this reason, there's been some of the new areas of skills and resources that are being hired into analytical teams are change management and relationship managers, because we're starting to more and more we're starting to act as a business within a business, and having interfaces to the rest of the business that can help us create this awareness and this desire to operationalize and get value from our solutions, and it's something that is critical. So I think for your key projects, change management is something to start as early as possible, and then additionally continue to communicate the benefits and the results of the AI and the work once it is in production, once it is starting to be adopted. That's something that we often don't do enough of, and it can even be, it works for like dashboard as well, that sometimes dashboards are created and forgotten. They might still be used, but we're not talking about it. So imagine that impact not being shared. And then when it comes to AI projects, then it's even higher. So make sure that there's an ongoing communication, because this is an asset and a capability that's part of the organization that needs to be continually reminded and reflected in the organizational wins and success stories, and to increase more adoption, to drive more adoption into these tools. So the lessons learned are usually the people side there, and within an organization is something that needs a lot of time, attention, and focus. Start early, be consistent, and you'll be doing it before the technical project, during the technical project, and after the technical project. And then the technical project hopefully will become a product, which is something you're working on consistently over time. Make sure that the communication practices and the change management practices continue as for way longer than the technical project or product is being worked on. I hope this helps. Let me know what you think. Hope to see you in the next one.